What is up, you guys, and thank you once again for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate the support. Another Sunday, another WWE pay per view. So this week's pay per view is the SmackDown Live exclusive pay per view, WWE Battleground. So, as always, I'm gonna give my predictions and thoughts on what I think is gonna happen at the pay per view. This is gonna be quick and painless, and just gonna give my predictions. So. Number one is going to be, I think, is the pre-show match, which is Ty Dillinger and Aiden English. I'm glad Ty Dillinger is at least on the show, even if it's in a pre-show match capacity. I think he's great. I think that WWE should be pushing him a little bit more, like, cause he's great. Like, he got the look, he got the charisma. He hasn't really been doing much since the shakeup, so I'm hoping this will be a way to, keep him going, like keep his momentum going. Because the last time he was on SmackDown was, I think, last week between Jinder Mahal. I just want to see more Ty Dillinger because he's great. I'm a big fan of his. So yeah, I think Ty Dillinger is gonna win this match. So next is I think the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match between the New Day and the Usos. They've been doing some awesome build up toward this match. I actually really enjoyed the rap battle that they had. I think it was last week, and surprisingly, like, I didn't think it was gonna be good, but it turned out to be pretty entertaining. So that was good. You could tell they have a lot of chemistry with each other, and they work well together. So on that note, I think the Usos will still retain the titles, the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles. They've been on fire lately. I don't think they're gonna lose them as of yet. Maybe at a bigger pay-per-view like SummerSlam, I would assume. But right now, I still think the Usos will retain the tag team titles. So yeah, I got the Usos. Next is John Cena versus Rusev in a flag match. I guess it makes sense. It's I'm not a fan of, like, these type of matches. I'd rather just have a one-on-one match between Rusev and Cena. Like, it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't need that extra stipulation. Like, it would have been fine if you have one flag on each end and that's it. Have it on one-on-one match. But on that note, I do think John Cena will win this match, especially since he just came back. I mean, I know Rusev just came back as well, but he's the bad guy. Bad guys gotta lose. So it's like I think Cena will win this match. And they work really well together. They've had matches in the past, like at WrestleMania 31. They had a match for the U.S. title, so this match should be pretty good. But yeah, John Cena for the win in that. Next is the number one contendership for the SmackDown Live Women's title, which is Naomi. Sorry. I guess made a little mistake there. Tamina, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Lana. If I had to choose one, I think it's going to be Becky Lynch. I don't think they're gonna give it to, like, Lana again or Tamina. Charlotte, she's made, like, she's so good that she doesn't even need to win this. But I do think Becky Lynch will take it just because it would make sense. That would be a pretty big matchup between Becky Lynch and Naomi at SummerSlam. And they could always go the route with Carmella cashing in on Becky Lynch if she wins the championship, since they've been having some drama with each other, like Becky Lynch, Ellsworth, and Carmella. So for storyline purposes, I think it would make sense to have Becky Lynch win, and then Ellsworth comes back at SummerSlam and causes Becky Lynch the title by helping Carmella with the cash in. That's just, random thinking. Who knows what they're gonna do? But I do think Becky Lynch will win this match. Next is Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles for the United States Championship. I'm kind of bummed that I actually didn't go to the Madison Square Garden show to see AJ win the belt. I'm sorry, championship. um, but I'm happy he did. It's gonna add more to his repertoire. Like it's only gonna make him a bigger star than he already is. I don't think he's gonna drop the U.S. Championship to Owens yet. I think Owens is probably gonna move on to other things than the U.S. title, especially since he's been involved in the title picture for the past few months. And on top of that, it looks like they're trying to do the whole, open challenge thing with AJ Styles now for SmackDown, which is great. That's what for me made the U.S. Championship mean something again. Not that it didn't mean anything before, but it actually made it the championship to look out for. I was happy that they did that a few years ago with Cena, so I'm happy they're bringing it back, even if it's just it's been done already, whatever. It works, so I'm happy that they're actually, like I said, bringing it back. So I do think AJ Styles will retain the championship. The next match, I think it's the main event. So it's a Punjabi prison match between Randy Orton. Actually, no. Before I get to that, I forgot one more. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin. I think Baron Corbin will win this match, causing Nakamura's first WWE pay-per-view loss, and I think loss since he's been on the main roster so far. So yeah, I think they're giving a tremendous push to Corbin. He's Mr. Money in the Bank. He's great. I think he's awesome. He's one of the guys that they built up properly, and he's doing great work, and I'm happy that he's they're getting behind him as much as they are, because he keeps getting better and better every week as a bad guy, as a heel. So he's really doing great work. So I think Baron Corbin will get this win, and it will be probably one of the biggest wins in his career thus far. So yeah, Baron Corbin for the win on that. Sorry about that. I forgot there was that match. Almost forgot. But now the main event, which is the Punjabi prison match. It's Randy Orton against the Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. Love Jinder Mahal. I'm happy that they kept the title on him. It's great. It's his whole entrance, everything about him is just awesome. The carpet with the Singh brothers, it's so cool. What a way to build a guy, man. That's awesome that they're pushing a fresh face. On that note, I don't think Randy Orton will win the title. I think that Jinder Mahal will retain the WWE title, especially since it's a match made for him, the Punjabi prison match. The last match was 10 years ago, I think, which was, I want to say, Batista versus the Great Khali for the World Heavyweight Championship. That was a while ago. So, but yeah, it makes sense that if he ends the trilogy between him and Randy Orton in the Punjabi prison, he can gloat about how that's his match, and how the Undertaker, for example, Undertaker's match is Hell in a Cell, so it's he could say, oh, I'm like the Undertaker, this is my match, the Punjabi prison, so that it makes sense. I think he's gonna retain the title. So I think it's gonna be a pretty cool match, especially since the last two matches with Punjabi prison matches were really big guys. So it's like Batista's a big guy, Great Khali, Undertaker, and I think Undertaker and Big Show were in the first one. So I think this will be a much better match than those two. But yeah, Jinder Mahal for the win. It's his match. It makes perfect sense for him to win. And yeah, hopefully he gets a new challenger coming for SummerSlam. It's going to be interesting to see who they choose. So yeah, those are my predictions. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed it. We'd love to hear what your predictions are, or who you got, or if you disagree with me. I'm always up for debate. I always like talking to passionate fans. So yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, peace.